welcome to Akumo Arts. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope that I don't disappoint you with my art. On top of the video, this is a drawing of just something that came to mind. Nothing too particular. I didn't use any references either. So, yeah, about myself. I'm a 19 humanoid boy who loves to draw and all these other creative things. I don't really find them creatives, but other people say that I am a pretty creative person. I want to be a manga artist and a teacher. I haven't got to either of those as of yet, but I am hopefully gonna do that soon. Why did I choose the name Akumo Arts? While I was in Japanese, I learned the word for nightmare, which is Akumu, and then arts is because this is an art type channel, and I am a very artistic type person. So I like the name because it's a nightmare to make art, but as soon as you're done making it, it's always just really good, and you always just have fun doing so. I never really did think of another name, and I didn't want to use my real name because, well, it's my real name and it's personal to me. Well, no, not really, but I mean, yeah, people do know me and do know that my name is blah blah blah. But I don't want them posting anything about that in the comments or anything, and I'll deny it even if it is my real name or not. So there's that. So yeah, that's the reason why I chose Akumo Arts. If you have any more questions about that, just ask, and then I will proceed with an answer of some kind. I never went to art school, none of that. As you can tell by the video, it's really crappy art in general. It's not really crap, but well, I don't want to say that it is crap, but I don't want to say that it's not, because then that makes me sound vain, and I'm not a vain person. At least I don't try to be, okay? I don't want to be a vain person. But yeah, I never really did do anything other than just normal schooling, like high school. Even in school, I stayed away from all the art classes and such, because, well, they like to cram their way of learning and their way of teaching and their art down your throat rather than letting you be creative and do it your own way. I wasn't into that. I didn't like it. There are some things back in middle school, I did love that because it taught me the basics of color theory, art practices, how to train, quote unquote, your hand on how to do certain things, and what body part to use when you draw, such as instead of drawing just with your wrist and fingers, draw with your arm as well, which I have a really tough time doing because I didn't continue drawing after middle school for the most part. Right now I'm in a woodworking type setup right now, so I can start making recording jigs and my own boom stands and new computer stuff. I like to make stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do, and art allows me to do so. I haven't gone to college in any way, shape, or form other than the college that was provided to me via the higher up classes that I took during school, along with the courses that I took in the military, which I am currently in, if you didn't know. This is probably going to be the main reason why most of my uploads are sporadic. I don't really have a topic for this. This is just an introduction about myself and just different things in general, but future topics might be friends, family. I'm really hoping to do future tutorials for getting people who are just getting into art and people who want to learn the basics again, because that's what I know the most of, I should say. I know a lot of the basics, I just can't put them into practice because, well, I haven't practiced them, and once I do practice them, they will be ingrained in my head again. But I won't be teaching color theory or anything, because I don't like to use color in my art because it makes me feel weird when I do, because I don't feel like I get it right, because I can't pick out the right colors to use or all this other stuff, because I get opposites and the triadic and all that stuff, but I don't ever really get the color, actually putting it into practice is my number one issue. And so I try to stay away from that and just use black and white, because whenever I do draw manga and comics and such, it will be in black and white. I don't want to have people being oh, well, this art is this and this art is that. This dude does colored comics. And I was I'm not a colored comic artist, so it's not what I'm doing. As I said before, it is the next stepping stone in this art channel will be tutorials, hopefully. It's mainly going to be keyed towards people, as I said before, like mainly keyed towards people who want to progress from like a very small standpoint. Like if you're coming into this as like a middle school child, like the things that your art teacher will teach you, and then the things that they will teach you that is wrong, or not wrong, but like the things that you don't really want to pay attention to ultimately. It's kind of like, this is how you should do so, and this is like what you must do to be this or whatever. Unless it's like, hey, this is what I'm doing currently, and I am like actually working my ass off and being a an artist, and I'm selling commissions and such like off to the side, but you're still a teacher. That's what I want to do in the future. So yeah, well, since I'm here, I'm going to ask you guys, tell me about yourself. Tell me about your schooling and all that other stuff, because I want to know where you guys went so I know where I might go. Also, if you have any like tips, tricks, comments, or anything, or like just in general things about my art that you've seen so far, this is the first video, so this is just going to be like a bland statement of for this video, but for future videos, if you see anything that you don't like or something that I could do better, then you could just tell me in the comments, because I'm going to hopefully get to all the comments, going to respond to all the comments. Boom, bada bing, bada done. That's the plan, hopefully. Unless there's like millions of you guys and I'm just like, oh crap, oh no, But yeah, I do look up to artists on YouTube. Like there's a lot, but like to name off a few, there is Draw with Jazza. He's taught me quite a few things about character design and keeping them like consistent kind of. And that's just through watching his videos and such. Like all of these are just through watching their videos. I haven't actually contacted any of them except for Mikey Mega Mega. I actually texted him on Facebook and he responded, which kind of surprised me. But yeah, I really enjoyed that he responded. However, it wasn't what I was looking for. I'm kind of sad about that, but I am going to go, whenever I do get the money for it, and support all of my artists on Patreon and buying their art and such, instead of just looking at the free YouTube stuff. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, tell me if you guys follow any YouTube artists, or just artists in general, like who your favorite ones are. I don't really like all that too much classic art. Like I like comic artists and such. I love manga, I love anime. Those are two things that I wholeheartedly believe in, and being like the best things in the world right now. Yeah, I am learning Japanese, so if you guys like want to hit me up with that crap and like teach me some stuff or whatever, because I spent about 3 years in high school learning it from a really awesome boss teacher. Like she was like the best teacher of that entire school, and along with my business teacher, who I wholeheartedly enjoyed like just being around, because he was just a funny guy and he understood like people are people, they're gonna mess up in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with a few things. I'm gonna tell you guys about the drawing that I did, and I'm gonna tell you guys like just like a few things about like the stuff that I used to make the drawing. So on to why you are here before I leave. So why are you here? I want to know why you're down, like why you're why you like chose to watch this video, and if I like paid you to watch this, tell me why you accepted the payments. So yeah, I wondered if you guys came from like the Instagram page that I have, or like my Facebook, like if I've like asked you directly to go watch this, or if it was just like some person that like just randomly clicked on, because I like to go out and I like to find just like videos that were posted today of art and just go leave the first comment or go like or whatever. And I don't try and find people who are popular. I try and find the people who are like just starting off like myself, so I can give them like a little boost of some kind. I love to do that. So yeah, about the drawing, it is, as I said before, no one in particular, but it is just something that came up to my mind. It was just something that just kind of came up, and I wasn't really like prepared to draw that day, so I just kind of set up the camera and was like, all right, here, rough little sketch of myself, like of my head, not of myself. So there's that. I had multiple issues going into this, and that was like the number one issue that I had was like I didn't really have a reference to go by. So if you guys have any like reference packs or anything you want to give me, go ahead. She's supposed to be a schoolgirl-ish, kind of. The clothing was supposed to be for a schoolgirl, but like what actually ended up happening was I just drew the shoulders and then the buttons going down with the collar. That was it. The nose gives me some issues. I still don't like it. The eyes were an issue for me drawing, but once I got them where I wanted them and like how they looked, I actually kind of liked them. So with that, I'm gonna leave you with have a nice day, and hope you guys enjoyed the video.